Good evening, everyone. I'm Tonya Akins, President and CEO of Howard County Library System. It is my great pleasure and honor to welcome you to our 2025 Project Literacy Graduation Ceremony. Thank you so much for being here this evening. If you would please stand for the procession of Howard County Library System's Class of 2025 and remain standing for our national anthem. Please be seated. Thank you so much to the River Hill Brass Quintet for their performance this evening. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you so much. A quick housekeeping note, please note the exit nearest you. The exit nearest you may not be the one that you use to enter the building. Please also take a moment to silence your cell phones, please. Howard County Library System's Project Literacy program has touched the lives of more than 13,000 students since it began in 1987. Students have received their external high school diploma, achieved U.S. citizenship, improved their English skills, and worked on skills to enter the workforce. All of this takes a multitude of resources, so we want to recognize our funders and supporters who help make Project Literacy possible. Exelon Corporation, Friends and Foundation of Howard County Library System, Institute of Museum and Library Services, Maryland State Department of Labor. We'll be hearing from several of our elected officials, State Senator Clarence Lamb, State Delegate Chow Wu, County Council Chair Liz Walsh. I also want to recognize the elected officials whose support is equally invaluable and who are present this evening. State Delegate Jessica Feldmark, State Delegate Pam Gazzoni, State Delegate Terry Hill, and representing County Executive Calvin Ball, Maureen Arthurs. Most importantly, we're here this evening to celebrate and acknowledge the remarkable achievements of our 7 new U.S. citizens, 14 graduates, and 33 students who have worked to improve their English language skills. Students, you are role models for your families and those who come after you. I commend each of you on your tenacity, your perseverance, your courage, and your commitment to making lives better for yourselves and your families. And now it is my great pleasure to welcome our elected officials who've taken time out of their busy schedules to be here to honor you this evening. Our state delegation works tirelessly to support students of all ages. As the only public library in Maryland to offer an adult basic education program, we are especially grateful for their support. Please welcome the co-chairs of the Howard County State Delegation, State Senator Clarence Lamb and State Delegate Chow Wu.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here on behalf of the Maryland General Assembly and our Howard County delegation. As you heard, Delegate Chow Wu, our House Chair, along with our colleagues from the delegation, are really pleased to be able to recognize all the phenomenal work that our students in Project Literacy have gone through, and certainly a lot of body of work. And then also our citizens, or soon-to-be citizens as well. It's really important to be able to be here as leaders in the county to recognize all of your achievements and also to acknowledge and thank everyone who made this possible, right? When it comes to being able to see these students be able to achieve the remarkable successes that they've had, they rest on the shoulders of many others, and that includes everyone in this room. The supporters, the organizers, the library system, everyone who helped make this possible, including the family members and the parents and so many others who uplifted and supported these students, these graduates, these citizens as well. And so want to thank all of you for your work and know that you will continue to serve our community well, that this is just the beginning. This is the first step, as the commencement is really a reflection of a start, but it's not the end. And you have many, many responsibilities, especially as the new citizens, to be able to take hold. You know, I leave you with two quotes. One from Winston Churchill, who said that democracy is the worst form of government except for all others. And I think, you know, we certainly understand, recognize that, but it's important to remember the second quote from Ben Franklin, who said it's the first responsibility of every citizen to question authority. And, you know, for the new citizens, this is incredibly important. So you have the protections of being a citizen, and it's your responsibility to question us and question authority. So congratulations. Thank you so much.
Good evening. First, I really thank you, the President Aikens, for inviting us here. I didn't know this program actually before, so it's kind of a shame. And then I read a little bit about it. You have been serving this community for more than almost 40 years. That's a wonderful achievement in terms of the Howard County Library. Some of you may not know, Howard County Library system is probably the best library system in the country. Is that right? Yes. So I want to do a little reflection in terms, I see the list, I see the program. For myself, I'm a first-generation immigrant. Like many of you, either you're become a citizen or going to become a citizen. I think this is definitely the milestone to celebrate. I want to congratulate every one of you, really cross that milestone. Congratulations. So by graduating or the high school graduate, I think that's another milestone as well. It's really sometimes, like as the first generation immigrants, it's challenging to master a new language. We know how challenging it can be because many other languages are quite different. I would say other languages probably easier, like Chinese is easier, right? So, and I have not really mastered English really well. So I said, if I know this program, I should join that 20 years ago. So I would say congratulations to all graduates. You cross another milestone as well. It's opened a new door for you. I hope you take this opportunity, really try to improve yourself and really think about many new opportunities coming in front of you. And this milestone, it will be something when you come back, think about like you did this with the Howard County Library System, I think you will really appreciate the effort, the community, and the school, the library system try to help you as well. For those volunteers who joined this program, help make this possible, thank you very much as well. It's really wonderful to have such a program. So, last but least, I think comparing with Senator Lam, I want to quote something from Chinese. Okay, that's I know more than English. I would say every achievement starts from first mile. So congratulations. Thank you.
We should add that we do have citations on behalf of the Howard County delegation to the graduates and new citizens signed by us as the chairs, and also with Delegate Feldmark and Delegate Guzzoni here as part of the entire Howard County delegation, and also Delegate Hill, who just came in just in time, of course. So congratulations to our graduates again.
Thank you, State Senator Lam and Delegate Wu. Our County Council is passionate about providing financial and other support to our county's lifelong learners. Please welcome the Chair of our County Council and Representative of District 1, Liz Walsh.
Good evening. On behalf of the Howard County Council, I'm honored to be here, and I am so proud. I am so proud of the community that has welcomed you in and supported you enough to be in those seats that you're in right now. I am so proud of a library system and the volunteers who supported you through these efforts that you've gone through to get here tonight. And I am so proud of you, that you are becoming part of our community even more so than you already are, that you're achieving that milestone in that graduation diploma. It is so important. In this upside-down world where the lies can become truth and a criminal is the law, you are the right side up. You are the antidote. You show us what is right and pure and good about this country and what we can do in it and what it can become. And I'm so grateful for that investment and community that you've made in this community, for your friends and your neighbors and your loved ones, and most importantly, for yourself. We are so excited to see what you're going to accomplish next, but for tonight, enjoy and celebrate yourselves.
Thank you, Councilwoman Walsh. The Maryland Department of Labor provides the bulk of funding necessary for us to offer Project Literacy, giving more than $360,000 in grant funding every year. Here to offer remarks from the department, please welcome Echo Salisbury.
It's an honor to be here, so thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and most importantly, the remarkable graduates of our adult education program. I am Echo Salisbury, an adult education program specialist from the Maryland Department of Labor's Adult Education and Literacy Services. And on behalf of Secretary Wu and Assistant Secretary Roth, it is my profound privilege to congratulate you, each and every one of you, on this momentous occasion. The adult education program at the Howard County Library System, Project Literacy, is recognized by the Maryland Department of Labor for its hard work in preparing adults to transition to post-secondary education and career training, as well as providing the National External Diploma Program as a pathway to a Maryland high school diploma for adults. Now, I won't bore you with stories about myself or people I've known. I won't talk about my own educational journey and expect to move mountains with my prose. What I will do, though, is share with you a quote. This is a popular day for quotes. I heard at another graduation ceremony recognizing the immense dedication and hard work that goes into this diploma pathway called the NEDP. It's a simple phrase with simple words. If it is to be, it is up to me. Let's take that in one more time. If it is to be, it is up to me. While very simple to say and to comprehend, there is a lot of weight packed into these words. It is about determination. It is about accountability. It is about motivation. And these, my friends, are words of power. power that you hold and carry each and every day. Dearest graduates, you were determined to set foot on a new path. You took a look around you, maybe even listened to something inside of you that pushed you forward to start this educational journey. And that is not something small. In fact, taking this step forward impacts you, those around you, and your communities. You are here as a testament to continuing education, finding the passion to continue, driving head on to that next step up. Maybe you were seeking self-fulfillment. Perhaps there was a job you had in mind. Sometimes family members or friends were the ones giving you that push that you needed. But at the end of the day, you were there to pick up the pieces, assemble them back into the puzzles that are your intricate and invaluable lives. And this is no small feat. And here you all are. For some, it wasn't a matter of months. For others, this accomplishment has come after many years. But you made it. You're here and you said, this is something that I want. This is something that I need. And you made it happen. You are capable of moving mountains. You are capable of changing your outcomes. Today is a day of recognition of the grit that it takes as an adult learner to navigate the field of education and self-improvement. You are warriors, and this is your parade. This journey is not over, and I wish you all the best in all of your future endeavors. What you have started here today is just one stepping stone towards the rest of your bright futures. On behalf of the Maryland Department of Labor, congratulations, graduates. Thank you.
Thank you, Echo. Our next speaker is an alumna of Project Literacy who earned her U.S. citizenship in 2023 and her high school diploma through NEDP program in 2024. After accomplishing this goal, she passed her insurance brokerage exam and became a licensed insurance producer. She's here tonight to share her reflections about her journey and her accomplishments. Please welcome Karen Reyes.
Well, good evening, everyone. It's a true honor for me to stay here tonight. As a former graduate from NEDP program, I completed this wonderful journey just 1 year ago, and I can honestly say it changed my life. When I started this program, I was working as an overnight stalker, and it wasn't easy balancing work, life, school. But halfway through, something amazing happened. A new door, a new opportunity, a new job that allowed me to grow and apply all the very skills that I was learning from this program. Today, I work for an insurance broker company, and I'm proud to be licensed for the state of Maryland as an insurance producer. And also, I'm working with billing, accounting, new technologies, a little bit of everything, and all these things to make our work easier and more efficient. This program didn't just give me a diploma, it gave me confidence. It reminded me that I am capable of learning, adapting, and achieving things I never thought I could do. It helped me to grow professionally, but also believe in myself. This program gave me the courage to dream again, the foundation to build a better future, but not just for me, but my family. And speaking of my family, I'm happy to share that the person who supported me the most, the person who encouraged me from the very beginning and helped me to keep going, is now beginning his own journey with NEDP. And that person is my amazing husband. Hi, honey. And I can't wait to see him walk across this stage again. And for all graduates tonight, congratulations from the bottom of my heart. This is not just a certificate. This is a proof of your determination, your strength, your commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. In the next part of your life, remember this moment. You worked hard, you didn't give up, you made it. And that says so much about who you are and what you are capable of. Keep believing in yourself, keep moving forward, and never stop learning. Thank you so much, and congratulations again.
Thank you, Karen. Next, please welcome Ben and Kala, who will recognize students who had perfect attendance, something not easy to achieve, and moved up an ESOL level during the past year. Ben.
Good evening, everybody. Thanks for coming. All right. We're here to celebrate the graduates, and we will. And we are. Congratulations. But we also wanted to take a minute to recognize the achievements of those enrolled in the English classes, their outstanding progress, perfect attendance, or a measurable skills gain. Not everyone's able to be here with us tonight, but we're really happy for the people that are here. These incredibly accomplished individuals have undertaken the difficult task of learning a new language as adults. Week after week, they bravely put themselves in the uncomfortable position of having to articulate thoughts in a language that they're not yet comfortable with in front of other people. So to all of you who are recognizing tonight, I admire you, I congratulate you. We wouldn't be here without you. Project Literacy wouldn't exist without you. So thanks for coming. And now, my colleague, oh, I'm sorry, I ruined my own applause. All right, Now Kala is gonna call your names. As an accomplished polyglot himself, the pronunciation's gonna be perfect. And as you hear your name, please come stand over here and wait.
No pressure. All right. To piggyback on that, if I mispronounce your name, just let me know, okay? Starting with Rodolfo Aguileta. Yanol Belamor. Rosa Castillo. Enoch Sedu. Namik Cho. Caroline Dasi Mbogo. Gregory Gaji. Selamawi Geltu. Quan Lu. Atif Mahmood. Maywish Mahmood. Marina Mejia. Soraya Miranda. Isabel Monsalve. Victoria Munoz. Okay. Litao Peng. Evgeny Perfiliev. Galina Perfiliev. Camila Caresma da Rocha Carvalho. Maria Ravelo. Sunsha. Isaac Silva. Okay. Saeed Af Sultanabes. Dolita Spence. Libin Shui. Olena Yas. Lena Yun. Wei Bing Zhang. And Junping Zhao. Let's give them all a round of applause, please.
Please give them all another round of applause. This program relies not only on our professional staff, but also our team of dedicated volunteers who give their time and their hearts to our students. Please welcome Lisa Conklin and Wendy Cohen-Holbrook, who will talk more about our volunteer corps. Lisa and Wendy.
Hello. Today, as we celebrate the achievements of our graduates, students, and citizens, we want to take a moment to recognize a group of individuals whose contributions often happen quietly, behind the scenes, but whose impact is deeply felt, our incredible volunteers. Project Literacy volunteers provide one-on-one instruction to our newcomer students in order to prepare them for group English classes. They also encourage, guide, and support NEDP students through the program. Our volunteers are active participants in our staff development and are always willing to give generously of their time. We'd like to introduce one of our longtime volunteers who has been serving our community for 25 years. Steve Plotz, will you please share a few words about your experience volunteering with Project Literacy?
Steve's probably out helping someone out in the hallway. So, Steve Platz, can you hear us? Okay, he might be. He'll be back. So what we'll do is, before Steve speaks, we will recognize our volunteers who could join us today. So we appreciate all that you do for our staff and our students. When we call the volunteer's name, please come forward and join us at the front, and then you'll stand here for a picture. Start with Barb DuBois, our citizenship tutoring volunteer. Leslie Ann Shaka, she does ESL tutoring. Louise Shu, ESL tutoring. Rich Vanderwall, our math tutoring for NEDP. Leah Barton, our NEDP coaching volunteer. Sue Ziegler, NEDP coaching. Cindy Fitzpatrick, NEDP coaching. And Nancy Shear, ESL tutoring. Nancy? And Steve Platts, did we find Steve? Is he here? We found him! Steve Platts, come on. So Steve, come on up to get your gift and we'll recognize you. We'll take a picture. Come on up, Steve. Thank you so much, all the volunteers who give their time. Yeah, pictures?
I was going to tell you all how important attendance is. I think I'm going to leave that part out now. I'm going to hear about this. Folks, I just want to say one thing about being a volunteer. It's been the greatest thing for me the last 25 years. It's been a huge part of my life. I can't say enough about it. And I've been thinking these last few days, what would I say to a new volunteer? Suppose a new volunteer is starting out at Project Literacy. What would I tell them to expect? Just a couple things. First of all, expect to learn. You will learn as much from your students as your students learn from you. You'll learn about their life story, where they grew up. It might be someplace nearby, or it might be on the other side of the world. You will learn important things, very interesting things. Secondly, be prepared to be impressed. You will not believe the effort that the students put into this. This National External Diploma is nothing easy. There's nothing the slightest bit easy about it, and these 14 young people sitting right here know exactly what I'm talking about. But we're there day in and day out. We see what they go through. We see they work a long shift, and then they come in anyway. They don't feel like it. They're exhausted, maybe a double shift, sometimes working all night, and they still meet with their coach, meet with their tutor. It's just an amazing thing. Also, be ready for friendship. Students and teachers become friends, and they last. I have had students, after 20 years, still in contact. They still call me. It's wonderful. One Saturday morning, I'm at home, and the phone rang, and it was a young lady. And she said, "Steve, I'm not sure you remember me." And then she said her name, and I said, "Oh, well, yes, I remember you." I said, "I think you were my student about 5 years ago." She said, "That's right, I was. It was 5 years." And she said, "Steve, I didn't finish. As you know, I dropped out. I couldn't do the high school diploma then, and I felt bad about it." But she said, "I'm calling today for a reason, because now my life is very different. I live in Virginia. I got married, and yesterday I finished my GED." So really that leads me to my last point, and that is that we never know the long-term effect of what we're doing. We never know the long-term benefit, but it can be remarkable. So I want to just finish by saying two things. One is to this fine group of young people in the caps and gowns. You have done something great, and we all know because we were there to see it. And lastly, I want to say something to everyone in this room, because we all have one thing in common. We all love Project Literacy, and I want to say to all of you, may God bless you in a special way. Thank you.
give our wonderful, wonderful volunteers and Mr. Plotz another round of applause. We are now going to recognize our new citizens. Our next speaker works with people who have come to the United States and want to become U.S. citizens. Please welcome volunteer Barb DuBois, who will introduce our new citizens. Barb.
Thank you. Before we recognize the 7 new citizens, I was asked to tell you a little bit about the process of becoming a citizen, if you're not familiar with it. It's basically 2 major parts. The first part are English skills, reading, writing, listening, and speaking. And the second part is knowledge of American history and civics. The reading and writing part, students must be able to read 1 out of 3 sentences correctly and write 1 out of 3 sentences correctly. Now, they're given a list of vocabulary to learn, but they're isolated words, and it's very hard sometimes, to write a sentence when somebody's reading it really fast. You might miss the ins and the thes and the is. For example, Lincoln was president during the Civil War, So this is not that easy to write. Listening and speaking, the immigration officer will take out the N-400, which is the application form. It's very long, it's very complicated. Ask questions about it, it's the listening part, and then the speaking, they have to be able to answer or talk about it. Now, all the citizens in here remember the dreaded have you ever questions, right? Have you ever advocated the overthrow of any government by force or violence? Well, what does advocated mean? Have you ever been placed in removal, rescission, or deportation proceedings? What does that mean? What's rescission? These are the kinds of things that they need to know. So once they get through that, there's civic and history. They're asked they have to learn the answers to 100 questions. They're only asked 10 questions. They have to get 6 out of 10 correct in order to pass. And I always tell my students that, probably the average American walking down the street couldn't answer some of these questions. And actually, the Woodrow Wilson Foundation conducted a survey in 2019 of natural-born Americans to see if they could answer the questions. And actually, they gave them multiple choice, which is kind of not fair because our students have to be able to just answer the question. They don't get a choice. They have to know the answers. Well, how do you think natural-born Americans did? Only 4 out of 10 would have passed. Yes, I know. And actually, Vermont was the only state that passed the civics test. And only 27% of people under 45 would have passed, which is kind of scary for our education system. But I just want to give you 3 examples because they're kind of funny here. Only 24% could correctly identify one thing Benjamin Franklin was famous for, with 37% believing he invented the light bulb. 12% incorrectly thought World War II General Dwight Eisenhower led troops in the Civil War. And while most knew the cause of the Cold War, 2% said climate change. So if you fail any part of the test, the interview ends. So if you fail the reading part, and if that's the first part, you fail it, that's it. No more. They don't go on. Writing, everything. So you have to be able to pass each part of the test. And if you fail it, you're usually given a second try, 60 to 90 days afterwards. If you fail it again, you have to reapply. And that also costs a lot of money to apply. So you can see that our new citizens really have to work hard. Sometimes they don't pass it the first time, but they always pass the civics parts the first time, I think. But anyway, it's a well-earned achievement, and we are so proud of these new the United States citizens. So give them a applause. So we're going to call your name. Now, the first citizen, Bene Amar. Ben, is she here? She may not have been able to make it. She's the last one I worked with. Wonderful. Mariama Berry. Yeah. This is Mariama's son, Mohammed Berry. Mariama is in Guinea visiting her family, and now that she has a U.S. passport, so easy to do. But this is her husband, her son, Mohammed. Is Yaya here too? And Yaya is her daughter. I think Mariama is watching on YouTube in Guinea. So, Sadia Iqbal. Oh, sorry. Pictures. Thank you. Sadia Iqbal. Susanna Lopez. I know she's here. Atif Mehmood. And Mewish Mahmood. And the last one, Shruti Patel. Shruti here? No. Thank you very much. Round of applause, everyone.
And now, we are ready to recognize and congratulate the HCLS Project Literacy Class of 2025. This year's graduating class comprises 14 remarkable students who have worked diligently to complete their requirements for an external high school diploma. We're very pleased that despite their busy schedules, they are all here this evening. Here to introduce the graduates are two NEDP program advisors and assessors who've worked with this group of students. Please welcome Emma Flyman and Lisa Conklin.
Thank you. We are so thrilled to be here to honor the accomplishments of the 2025 graduates. These outstanding individuals have reached a significant milestone. Completing NEDP, as you've heard, is not an easy task. It requires dedication, determination, and on average, these graduates spent over 150 hours completing their National External Diploma program. Along the way, they've built meaningful connections with their coaches. They have developed greater self-confidence and demonstrated resilience in the face of challenges.
These graduates mastered 10 academic and skill life content areas. They learned how to manage and improve their health, became engaged within their communities, understand local and national government, and make smart financial purchasing decisions. Today's graduates also researched career paths, prepared for interviews, and developed their resumes, studied domestic and international history, and increased awareness on environmental issues facing the world today. We'd like to invite each graduate and their coach to come before us and share their personal remarks. To start, Marco Benitez Mateo and his coach, Jovita Vaz.
Good evening, everyone. I'm honored to introduce tonight's graduate, Marco Benitez. The traits I admire most in Marco are his determination, hard work, and independence. He owns and runs 3 businesses. So making time to earn his high school diploma was an intentional and challenging decision. About 2 months ago, Marco said he was going to graduate by June 5th. And I thought to myself, that is not possible, but I did not tell him that. There was a lot of work to complete and not much time. And the work he does would have to go through 2 assessors, and their availability is also something that would play into that time. So we didn't know how he was going to do that. But he was determined. He made time to come to the library, worked independently, and completed all the required steps to graduate. Marco is a role model, proof that if you put your mind to it, you can achieve anything, even what seems impossible. Please join me in welcoming Marco.
Good evening, everyone. First, I want to thank God for giving us the opportunity to be here. When I heard that I had to give the speech at the graduation ceremony, I was a little scared and confused about what to say. So my 7-year-old son told me, he's right here, he told me, Papa, you don't have to talk a lot. Just say simple things. So here I am. I want to thank the Howard County Library System for giving me the opportunity to achieve my high school diploma. When I came to the library for the first class, I was worried about the process, but after the first class, I feel more confident. The most important thing that I learned in the journey is you are never alone in this way. You have an assessor, you have a coach who support every step in the way, and I would like to say thank you to my coach, Jovita, and my assessor, Lisa. All your help and support and encouragement was amazing. So one challenge that I had was finding the time to work on my assignment. But my coach and my assessor, they find a way to help me. I want to especially thank also my wife. She especially support me in the whole process, taking care of my son. So I would like to say thank you to her. She's right there. One of the greatest things that I learned in this journey is that I can show to my son, if he had a dream, she can work hard and achieve it. He only have to have discipline and work hard, and he can achieve it. Graduating from high school was always my dream, but for some challenge in my life, so it took me different directions. When I came to this country, I worked so hard for long hours as a welder in a company. But when my son born, so I made up my mind. I said, I have to do something different. I wanted to start my business, but I was afraid. But I read a book that I said, if you feel afraid to do something, the only way to eliminate is to do what you're gonna do. So in 2018, I started my MB Welding company. Later than that, I started a real estate business, and then I started a construction company. All these felt successful, but one thing was missing, my high school diploma. It was my dream when I was a boy. So today I feel more stronger because I have completed one more important goal in my life, which is getting my high school diploma. I would like to say congratulations to my fellow graduates. And to my fellow graduates and to everyone here, I would like to say, if you have a dream and you truly want it, with discipline and hard work, you can achieve it. It doesn't matter how hard the process is. So believe in yourself and never give up. And the biggest gift will be at the end when you made your dreams come true. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Marco. Next, we'd like to call Jose Martin Contreras and his coach, Carolyn Berlin.
Can you help me? Sorry about that. So, when I introduce one of my students, I like to kind of think of an adjective that describes them, since I've worked with them for quite a few months, sometimes even years. And so I'd like you to kind of get to know them the way I know them. And when I think of Martin, the adjective that comes to mind for me is he was committed. He really was committed to getting this done. He came, I think we started like in the fall, right? Yeah, and he finished in March, so he did it quite quickly because that's the kind of student he is. A little bit about him is he came from Honduras when he was 17, 18? 19, okay, 19. He worked hard, he got married, he had 4 kids. I know some of them are quite successful in college, some of them haven't graduated yet, right? But he's raised four wonderful children. And he owns his own landscaping company, which sometimes cut into our hours during snowstorms and stuff like that. But he's a great student. And getting his high school diploma was something that he always wanted. And then through a connection with his wife, who works in the school system, and somehow she linked up with Ben, and Martin found out about our program, he started with us. He worked hard, and the computer challenged him, but he worked through it, and I always loved to see the growth in my students, and that was something I could really see in him, how he really grew, in his computer skills along with everything else. And he put in the hard work. He would come with his little briefcase and his notebook. He was organized. It was a pleasure to work with him.
Good evening, everybody. After listening to Marco's speech, I don't even know what to say anymore. It was great. It's great to be here. It's an honor. As a 50 years old, graduating from high school is a privilege. I want to thank my coach, my assessors, and NEDP program for the opportunity. I came here when I was 19 years old and not because I was a criminal rapist or a drug dealer. I came here with a backpack full of dreams and hopes. When I came here, I first went to school, tried to learn English, and I tried to get my GED at first, but I couldn't finish it because I had to work and pay bills and stuff, and I always been here by myself. All my family is back in my country. I guess I'm the black sheep. But eventually, I started working and supporting myself. Then I got married. I have 4 wonderful kids. One just graduated from college. One is going to graduate next year. 2 in high school. I have a wonderful wife, which she's my inspiration. She actually found out the program. She introduced me to the program. She is now getting her master's degree, so that gave me more motivation to continue my education. I also run my own business with her help, of course. But it's an honor to be here, and I really appreciate all the help from the NEDP program and the opportunity that we can all have to achieve these dreams. And it's something that a lot of the immigrant community is looking for. And sometimes we don't know about these programs. I hope there is some sort of publicity or something so the community can find out about these programs and get the use of it, and get the privilege that we have to be here. as a 50-year-old man graduating from high school, I know I'm old now, and I always liked school, but I couldn't finish at the beginning. I always find a reason not to do it, but, but it's an honor to be here. I learned that it's never too late to learn, to get an education. It's something that nobody can take away from you. And I just want to thank everybody, and I want to thank my family and my kids and my wife for all their support. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Martin. We'd like to call up Anderson Diaz and his coach, Jovita. Yeah.
I'm here to introduce our graduate, Anderson Diaz. While in the NEDP program, what stood out most about Anderson was the thoughtful insight he brought to every assignment. I was surprised, and I would appreciate all of those insights. He approached each task with curiosity, especially when it came to topics involving community and the law. His passion for making a difference was clear in every discussion. He has an intense work schedule and is often tired by the time he gets home. Sometimes I can see that probably, he wants to go to sleep now, but he would still show up. And we met online. He made NEDP his priority. He committed to meeting with his coach and assessor twice a week, every week. He made steady progress with his NEDP tasks. Anderson reminds us that no matter how busy or tired we may be, if we stay focused, if we stay dedicated to our goals and seek support when we need it, we can achieve great things. Please join me in welcoming Anderson.
Good evening to everyone. I want to thank everyone that's in here for coming and showing up. I want to thank my family, my girlfriend, my son is back there, and all of you who have supported me through this journey. I want to thank NEDP. I stand before you tonight at the age of 23, graduating from NEDP program, and I couldn't be prouder or more grateful. Why did I decide to return and earn my high school diploma? I want to overcome myself and work towards my future goals. I realized that no matter how many times you try, what matters is that you try. What matters is that you keep trying. Life doesn't stop for anyone. That challenge were real. One of the biggest was simply starting. We all have an excuse. We all have things to do. Making the time and dedicating myself to the program was kind of hard. There was days when it felt impossible, especially balancing work and life. I didn't do this alone. My family and my girlfriend have been my rock. I want to thank them for every piece of advice, for their patience, and for believing in me when I doubt myself. I also want to give a special shout out to Jovita and Emma, who stood by my side through this program. Gabi, thank you for encouraging me to take this step. I've learned the value of surrounding myself with good people, mentors, tutors, and friends who inspire me to be better. To my fellow graduates and future students, do it now. Stop waiting and wasting your time. No matter how long it takes, just do it. Life won't stop for you, but you can keep moving forward. Surround yourself with people who encourage you to grow and overcome yourself. To my son, Always follow your dreams. Do what you love. Pursue happiness. And know that your dad is always going to be proud of you. To my parents, mamá, papá, gracias por todo este esfuerzo que han hecho en su vida. Gracias por la oportunidad que me dieron. Los amo. I will translate that. To my parents, mom, dad, thanks for all the effort that you guys have made in your life. Thanks for the opportunity you guys gave me. I love y'all. My future goals are clear. I'll be joining the Cadet Academy to become a Maryland Police State Trooper. I want to serve my community, protect people, and make a difference. What I love about my journey, or what I have loved so far, the freedom and the challenges that's on it. I have developed so many skills, and I was eager to learn more. Thank you, NEDB program, and everybody else who have helped and make this possible. Tonight, the NED program is witnessing the start of a future state trooper who believes it's never too late to follow your dreams. To anyone watching or listening to this, it is not too late. Your time is now. No matter how busy your schedule is, there is always time to make things happen. Surround yourself with people who encourage you to be better and overcome yourself. No matter what you believe in God, I just want to say, God bless you, God bless America, and thank you.
Thank you, Anderson. Now we invite up Lakeisha Hancock and her coach, Cindy Fitzpatrick.
Good evening, everyone. I'll say that starting this diploma program takes a lot of courage. Sticking with it makes you a superhero. You know, life is so complicated. You know, marriage, kids, jobs, home, bills. And if you add a few more challenges, I think that would knock most of us out of the game. But there's no match for this lady's determination. She has so much determination. That and her strong faith and great wit. Keeping your sense of humor during this journey is so important. And Lakeisha did that. What's so funny, she gave funny nicknames to her competencies. Science, I think, was the Fantastic Voyage. Financial literacy, I believe, became the Bermuda Triangle. And when a question stumped both of us, she said, maybe we need to ask Lisa for some Blue's Clues. But this lady is such an inspiration, a true inspiration to me. And so often her uplifting words just have stuck with me. She said, Cindy, I always try to turn the negative into something positive. And she proved that every single day that we met, over and over. So I just want to celebrate with this wonderful lady. Lakeisha, you did this remarkable thing, and that means you can do anything. So please let me introduce a superhero, Lakeisha Hancock.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming to celebrate us today. I don't have anything written down, but I'm going to freestyle it. First of all, I would like to say I moved out in Howard County in 2013, And I moved with the hope and dream that I wanted my 4 children to have an opportunity to have the best education, because I'm from Baltimore and the school system there is not that great. But I didn't let all of those obstacles stop me and my children from having the best education. So I'm happy to say that I'm glad that I've came to Howard County, because now I get to stand before y'all and give this speech. I also want to say that perseverance is not just a skill, it's an art. And let me say it again, perseverance is not just a skill, it's an art. And because of that one word, we are class of 2025. We never gave up. We kept going despite anything. And if my coaches know, I had every obstacle you can think of to stop me. But I always told Cindy, and I told everybody around me, that what the devil meant for bad, God makes it good. So I say to my children, Kara and Maurice, Diamond and Jamal, I want to say to you, the one thing that Vera told me, my coach, that too, she told me that if you give up, what would you do with the time? That stuck with me. And because of that saying, that quote, it never left my mind. So Kira, Maurice, Jamal, Diamond, you could do anything. Sky's is the limit. And it's not just about the journey, it's the destination. And look at it today. So I say thank you. Thank you all for celebrating us, and congratulations of class of 2025.
Thank you, Lakeisha. Next, we have Carmelita Jacobs and her coach, Linda Camosa.
It's a real privilege for me to be here tonight with Carmelita. She completed her NEDP program and received her diploma in August, and that made her the first graduate for Project Literacy of the fiscal year. She started the program with a lot of curiosity and some uncertainty, but unlike many clients who start highly motivated and lose their fire when they realize the amount of time and effort that the program is going to take, Carmelita just grew more excited and more committed as we moved along. She shared with me that she found what she was learning in NEDP to be challenging, but also very interesting, and that it really was helpful to her in her daily life. She willingly sacrificed her time on social media, watching TV and movies, and times for relaxing, because she knew she'd have a chance to do those things after she got her diploma, so she was willing to give those up. She literally spent hour upon hour answering the questions, completing the required activities, and preparing for the in-office checks, which can be kind of stressful. After she received her diploma, she was on one of our informational panels for people who were currently in the program. She advocated for the program, and she inspired the people who were listening that evening who hadn't gotten their diplomas yet to stick with their work, no matter how hard it seemed at the time, so that they would eventually get where they wanted to go. And I saw that night that she had not only earned a high school diploma, she had learned the desire to continue learning and continue growing and stretching herself, but she also wanted to encourage others to do the very same thing with their lives. So I say congratulations to Carmelita. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so proud that and so grateful that I had the opportunity to walk this journey with her. I thank her for all she taught me along the way, and I can't wait to see what she does with the rest of her life.
Hey. Good evening, everyone. First, I want to take the opportunity to thank God for this journey. I am a proud 2025 graduate. I wanted to thank my coach, Linda, who always there for me, who stick by me. Thank you. I wanted to thank Vera. She was one of my maths teacher. She challenged me, and I was so honored that she fly all the way from California just to be by my side. Thank you, Vera. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you, Joe Fida, for always there for me when I need you. I want to thank you, Emma. What a wonderful lady. Thank you so much. I want to thank Steve Platt. Oh my goodness. So believe in me. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. Thank you. I want to thank you, Rich. Rich take me from the bottom to the top when it comes to maths. Thank you. I wanted to thank Patrick Lissereti, the founder, who, I'm sorry I leave my glasses, but that's okay. I want to thank the founder of Patrick Lissereti, who changed thousands of lives over the years. I cannot see it. I want to thank, probably speak for my, because I cannot see it. I wanted to, yeah, sorry. Thank you so much. I left my glasses. Thank you so much. That's perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I wanted to, Nancy, who is sadly not here with us anymore, but still in our heart, she would be very proud of me now. And I did mention, but okay. I wanted to thank my beautiful daughter, Sarah, for being there for me, who helped me every step of the way. Thank you, Sarah. I wanted to thank my family for being here for me. It was a long journey. It was a very long journey for me. I never give up. When I fall, I always get back up. When I stumble, I was able to regain my strength. Because I know God was with me. Chasing my dream wasn't easy. It required hard work, determination, dedication, passion, and many sacrifices. I realized there are no shortcuts to learning. I just have to start each day believing in myself and trust God and watch miracles happen in my life. To my fellow graduates, I wish you all the very best. This is not the end, but just the beginning of a exciting, brand new chapter in our lives. Let's make the most of it and never forget the memories that we have created here in Project Literacy. Thanks to all for this journey, for staying and sticking by my side through it all. And I really appreciate everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Carmelita. Next, we have Keisha Kelly and her coach, Jovita Voss.
I'm here now to introduce our graduate, Keisha Kelly. One thing that stood out about Keisha during her time in the program was her commitment. She met with her coach and assessor regularly, twice a week, every week. Her progress was steady, and today we are here to celebrate the results of her consistent hard work. At 48, Keisha is both a mother and a grandmother. At work, she cooks for children in a group home, making sure they have not just any food, but good food. She even cooks recipes they find on TikTok. She serves each meal with words of love and encouragement, hoping to give them a few moments of peace while they are in the cafeteria. Keisha's love, care, and compassion make a meaningful difference in our community. She teaches us that by embracing kindness and dedication in our daily lives, we can all contribute to something greater. Please join me in welcoming Keisha.
Good evening. I'm not good at this, so bear with me, please. Okay. First, I want to thank the library for making this day possible. Thank you to Emma O. I don't see. There she is. Emma O. Thank you to Dora. I don't know if she's here tonight. Is she here? No? Okay. Thank you to Dora, my first coach. Thank you to Jovita, and thank you to Emma F., my assessor. It really does take a village, and I am so grateful to you all. Without this program, so many people would not have this chance. I want to thank my family. First, my mother, who was my biggest supporter. May she rest in peace. I want to thank my son, my daughter, my grandkid. Well, this is my granddaughter. My grandson's here too somewhere. My boyfriend, my siblings, family, friends, and anyone who stood by me through this time of, this was a long process for me. You all supported me and kept me going, even when I doubted myself. My journey wasn't easy. I got pregnant at 16 and had to raise a family. For many years, it was just me and my son against the world. Then I decided to go to cosmetology school and did hair and worked in grocery stores for years. I tried to get my GED twice, but the test and the crowded classrooms were just not for me. It was very discouraging. Then I went on to have a daughter, and life kept moving on. I finally had time to do whatever I needed to do for myself, and first on my list was my high school diploma. When I found the library's program, I was very nervous but hopeful. They explained how they work one-on-one with each student, and that made the difference for me. I started in March of 2023. I took a pause for a while due to life and came back in August 2024 with more focus than ever. And now I'm here graduating. I'm proud to stand here today in front of my family, my children, my grandchildren, my friends, my loved ones, graduates. What was the other program? Citizens, the new citizens. Thank you for all believing in me. This is just the beginning. To anyone thinking about joining the program, don't let anyone stop you. If you have the will inside you to do it, it can be done. And don't give up. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Keisha. Now we have Yun Hee Kim, and standing in for her coach Cheryl Wilhide is Lisa.
Thank you. So Cheryl was sad she couldn't be here tonight to celebrate you, so she left a note I will read. Yun-hee, I'm so sorry I can't be there in person to celebrate with you today. I want you to know I was so honored to be your coach and have you as my student. It was a pleasure to get to know you and help guide you through the process. So Cheryl wrote a poem for Yun-hee, and she spelled out all the letters of your name. So Y is for yes. You said yes to enrolling in this high school diploma program and yes to completing it. E is for effort. The effort it took to complete the assignments and stay committed. O is for obtainable. Coming to a new country as an adult, not knowing the culture or the language, yet achieving a high school diploma in America in just 1 year. You met the challenge and obtained the diploma. N is for never giving up. Even as the assignments would need to be repeated or the language barrier got in the way, you persisted and never gave up. H is for happiness. So you're always very happy. The happiness you feel now and the happiness you see on faces of your husband and children. E is for enthusiasm. Not only did you do your assignments, but you did so with enthusiasm. And the second E is for everything. Everything that awaits you now as you have your high school diploma and proceed to follow your dreams. With sincere congratulations, Cheryl.
Good evening, everyone. When I used to think about America from South Korea, the word that came to my mind were dreams, hope, possibilities, and open-mindedness. It all seemed so full of opportunity. Every day my life in South Korea felt overwhelming and rushed. After coming to the US, I found a moment to breathe, a moment of pause. And during that time of stillness, I began to ask myself, within this American dream I imagined, what can I do? What do I truly want? That's when I started to reflect on who I was and where I was headed. One day, while visiting the library with my children, I discovered the NEDP program. I didn't know then how much it would change me. Through NEDP, I learned not only about US and everyday life here, but also about myself. It became the first stepping stone in truly finding me, in a new place, in a new language, in a new life. This program has laid a foundation for my future in the United States. I believe it will help me grow day by day, like a tree planted with strong roots, ready to reach for new heights. As I look forward to this next chapter of my life, I feel prepared and hopeful. Looking back, I know I couldn't have done this without Cheryl and Lisa. In my very first year in the US, they not only helped me gain knowledge, but also gave me such a positive and warm impression of what life in this country could be. Their kindness, their patience, and their dedication have made a lasting impact on me. I hope to one day give back to and be a source of encouragement to others, just as they were to me. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, Cheryl and Lisa. Hope you always feel proud, knowing that your work truly makes a difference in the lives of students like me, students who are learning to find their place and voice in a new world. Thank you.
We'd like to call up Varsha Makwana and her coach, Jovita Vas.
I'm here to introduce Varsha Makwana. Varsha worked consistently every week on her assignments. Often after long hours of work, she would come to the library and she would be so tired that she needed to take a nap, a 10-minute nap, before she started on her work. She spent many years working at an assisted living home where residents looked forward to seeing her every day. Her caring heart and compassionate nature were a source of comfort and strength for them. Currently, she works for the special needs children. She works with special needs children in the Howard County Public School System, bringing the same kindness and dedication to the children she serves. Varsha is a valuable resource to our community. Her journey reminds us that with determination, compassion, and willingness to keep going, to keep learning, we can overcome obstacles and make a meaningful difference in our community. Please join me in welcoming Varsha.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah. Thank you all so much for being here with me tonight to celebrate this special milestone, our graduation. I want to extend a special thank you to Emma, Jovita, and Lisa. And my coach Jovita understands me so well. She is like my sister. She always made me think, asked for my opinion, and gently corrected me when I was wrong. When I felt tired,
May I have your attention, please? The Miller branch will close in 30 minutes at 9 p.m. If you're using a computer, please save your work and complete your use. As all computers
when I felt tired or overwhelmed, she encouraged me to take breaks and recharge. Without her support, I wouldn't be standing here today with my diploma. My
they will close in 15 minutes. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay. My family has been my greatest support. My husband and my son, they always help me. Thank you. There were times when I felt discouraged or lost hope, especially when balancing with work and study became difficult. Sometimes I felt too tired to keep going. In those moments, my family reminded me of my strength and told me, "You are brilliant and smart. Remember how you came to the United States on your own, even though you were afraid to fly and only knew a few words of English. If you could do that, you can do anything." Their encouragement gave me the strength to continue. My dream has always been to continue my studies in nursing, and I was searching for a way to start that journey. I was so relieved to find the NADP program at the library, a program that allowed me to study at my own pace with the support of a coach, and best of all, it was free. Throughout this journey, I have learned that nothing is impossible. There is no age or time limit for learning. Earning my diploma has made me feel more confident and motivated. Now I know there are no obstacles in my path. I want to take a moment to reflect on my journey. I joined ESL classes at Project Literacy at the library during the pandemic. Through these classes, I improved my vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar, and I made new friends from different cultures too. I feels like second home. It feels like second home. After that, I joined citizenship class with Lisa and Barbara. They helped me so much. Barbara gave my husband and me one-on-one classes and mock interview, which helped build my confidence and prepare me for the test. We got our citizenship, and I learned about the US government, civil rights, and history. Then I joined the NADP program to earn my high school diploma, where I also learned practical skills, the skills like making graphs and calculating interest rates. Toward the end of my program, I joined the Skilled Immigrant Program, which helped me build my interview skills. Whenever I get information about the job fairs, I share it with my friends. I also learned how to find resources for legal assistance, job opportunities, and colleges. As you can see, one of the most valuable resources during my journey was the library. I truly appreciate everything the library and its staff do for the community. Looking back, I am proud of what I have achieved, and I am excited for what will come next. Congratulations to my friends who are graduating tonight. We have all worked hard to reach this moment, and I am proud to stand with you. Let's continue to learn, grow, and support each other. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Varsha. I'd like to call up Arturo Martinez and his coach, Shar. Shar is not able to be here, so reading will be Emma Fleeman. Hi, Arturo.
Arturo's coach, Shar Frith, is unable to be here this evening. She provided the following introduction for Arturo. Arturo's NEDP journey officially began in the fall of 2024 and is accumulating with his well-deserved graduation in June 2025. Art holds a number of certifications in his present career path of technology. These certifications are valuable but do not require a high school diploma, and he assessed that the lack of a diploma and ultimately a college degree would hinder his career advancement. So he set his sights on a stepping stone of earning his NEDP. At one point, he marked to his coach, "I can see getting a PhD." Art's curiosity, motivation, and self-discipline were evident in the manner that he tackled his assignments over countless hours. Earning his diploma through the NEDP is an important part of Art's journey as a lifelong learner and towards his bright career aspirations. It was a privilege to bear witness to this part of Art's journey.
Good evening. Thank you, everyone. It's tough to follow everyone here. I also want to thank everybody for being here, express deepest gratitude for Howard County Library. I didn't realize how much programs, how much it's offered. It's great to hear everything that is offered through the Howard County. The NEDP team, I'm greatly appreciated. It's really, truly an honor, unique path for everybody that is here to graduate. For me, like each one of us, there was a reason for me to return to get my high school diploma. It was really deeply a personal goal for me. I was grateful to attend high school. I didn't finish, went to 12th grade, all the way to 12th grade, and things happen. I'm here. It was something I had to do, finish that chapter of my life and move forward. Now that I'm here, my goal is to keep going. Also plan to, once I get that high school diploma, go to the Maryland Global Campus, just further my career. Make this short. Also want to thank my family that is here. Not all of them, but they're here. So one thing I did learn, and the doors to your goal is always open. It just takes you to walk through it. They never expire, so dig back in there. They're always there. Just follow through. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Arturo. Norma Molina and her coach, Carolyn Berlin. Come on.
Hi again. So in keeping with the theme of coming up with an adjective that describes Norma, I'm going to use inspirational. And you probably wonder why, but I'll tell you that in a minute. We started working together, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago. She entered the program in last April, and she finished on Tuesday. So we just made it. She came from El Salvador when she was 17 years old, and she tried high school in America. But it's hard to be dropped into an American high school when you don't speak English, and it was too difficult. But luckily for Norma, she found the Job Corps. And she spent a couple of years in Job Corps, and she learned English, and she learned a skill that eventually got her a job as a dental assistant, which she still has today. Unfortunately, Job Corps is not being funded anymore, which is a shame, because people like her really benefited from it. Norma's a single mom. She has 3 very busy kids, and she's a new grandmother. And she's newly engaged. So she's busy. I have to say, one of the things that she used to say a lot when we were working together is, "This frustrates me." But you know what, Norma? We made it. We got through all those frustrations, and we made it. The inspirational part about her is, and we at Project Literacy love to see this, she inspired her son to enroll in our program, and he is close to graduating. We hope that we'll see him up here next year. And I say she inspired him or she twisted his arm. I'm not sure which, but anyway, he's been doing great. So, Norma.
I wasn't prepared for. I'm very shy. It's my first time in front of people. I'm really nervous when it comes to standing up and giving a speech. But I just want to thank you. I want to thank the NADP program. And this has opened doors for me because I always wanted to be a sonographer. And that's my next goal. My next step is going to college and being a sonographer. Thank you. I want to thank my fiancé, my kids, and thank everyone for being here. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Norma. Michael Pettingill, come on up, and Michael's coach, Carolyn. Oh, Carolyn, stay up.
Okay. So, again, keeping in with my theme, I'm going to describe Mike as exemplary. How do you like that? I think we started in the fall, and he finished in February, so he went through it really quickly. Mike was didn't graduate from high school because of health issues, right? And he got his life together, and he found out about our program, and he came to us. And he was a dream student for me. He had perfect attendance, he did his homework, he showed up and he asked good questions. You know, it was wonderful. And I want to just say one thing about, this is kind of about the program. Some of you elected officials might like to hear this, but one of the activities that we have to do is we have to write a letter to an elected official about some kind of a issue. And when we read that, Mike was like, "Really? Seriously?" And he almost thought it was a joke, but he chose to write to President Biden, I think, right? And the next time we met, he said, "You know, that was really cool. I didn't know I could do that." So anyway, I want you to meet Mike.
On my phone. Sorry, give me 1 second. I don't got much to say, but I just want to thank a few people. First, I want to thank the amazing coach, Carolyn and Emma. They were awesome. I really could not have asked for better people. I want to thank someone I wouldn't be here without. His name is Dusty. He was a very amazing role model for mine, or of me. And he was just an amazing person. I want to thank him. Next, I want to thank my Aunt Jean, who found the program for me. Could not be here without her. She's pretty awesome. I also want to thank my friend Kevin, who's here supporting me, and he supports me through everything. He's freaking amazing. And then I want to thank my dad, who's always given me confidence that I'm smart enough to do stuff like this. And then I want to thank my mother, who is amazing. She's right in the middle right there. She's awesome. And then lastly, I just want to thank all the graduates as well. You guys are all very inspiring and awesome. So I just want to say thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Michael. I'd like to invite up Rania Shaban and her coach, Leah Barton.
I'm so honored to be here to introduce Rania. I first met her just over a year ago when I started volunteering with Project Literacy as her writing tutor. She had already passed the math test, and I came on board to help her prepare for the writing assessment. We quickly became friends, connecting over being moms and sharing about each other's cultures, interests, and experiences. It was a great gift to get to know her this way. After Rania passed her writing test, I was able to continue as her NEDP coach. So we kept the momentum going, and she flew through the program. I was consistently impressed with Rania's self-sufficiency and commitment. We met nearly every week, and every time she had made progress. This diploma is the result of many hours of steady, determined work. One thing Rania has shared with me again and again is that her biggest motivation has been her goal to improve her English. Arabic is her first language, and it's what she speaks at home so that her family can continue to hear Arabic and have that connection to their heritage. This program gave Rania a space to read, write, and speak English regularly, and the growth I've seen in just 1 year is remarkable. Rania, I hope this experience with Project Literacy and the accomplishment of earning your diploma gives you the confidence to keep speaking English, even though it's uncomfortable and even when it's not perfect. I am so grateful that I got to know you and that I got to speak with you and laugh with you and hear what you have to say. I have so much love and respect for you, and I'm so happy for you.
I'm very happy to have received my diploma, and I thank God for this achievement. It was a wonderful experience that benefited me greatly, and I encourage anyone who gets the chance to pursue it. I would like to thank my friend Heba, who first guided me to the English classes at the library. While I was there, Emma was the one who suggested I pursue the diploma program, and Carolyn helped me pass my math exam. She was so kind and helpful. I'm deeply grateful to all three of them. I also want to thank my family for always standing by my side, especially my husband. He encouraged me so much. A special thanks you goes to Lisa for her constant support and quick responses whenever I took an office check. Even if it was late at night, she always replied promptly. I am also truly grateful to Leah, who supported me from the very beginning, teaching me the basics and the rules of writing to help me pass the writing exam and began my diploma studies. She was especially patient with comma and period placement, which I always get wrong. And she continued to support me throughout the entire journey. I was so happy to meet her through Zoom. Finally, I want to thank both Lisa and Leah for the kind guidance and encouragement throughout my learning experience. They were truly kind to me, and I'm so happy I got to know them through the diploma program.
Thank you so much, Rania. Thank you. I would like to invite Mike Shin and his coach, Carolyn Berlin. Come on up, Mike.
Hello again. My adjective for Mike, and is he the last one? No, we have one more. Okay. I'll go quickly then, is enthusiasm. And everybody that worked with him will agree with me. I think he came to the program back in October, but I started working with him in February when he started the NEDP part of it, and he finished in 2 months. He's our fastest student ever. That's enthusiasm. He has a great enthusiasm for learning. You could tell he loved what he was doing. He's really good at computers, and he has an excellent memory, and both of those things helped him a lot. He came twice a week with his mother, and he was just wonderful to work with. He was always so much fun, and you know, we had these little celebrations when he had a success. And you know, he has a disability. He has the disability of autism, but he was able to get his high school diploma despite that, and he should be an inspiration to us all. I give you Mike.
First, I want to say congratulations to all the graduates. You've worked hard, overcome challenges, and stayed focused on the goals. And now you're here, ready to celebrate your achievement. When I heard about the National External Diploma Program, I was very excited since I finished high school with a certificate and always wanted to get a diploma. I was also very eager to finish the program as soon as possible. Later, I was told that I may hold a record for completing the program in the shortest time. The program has been more about just completing assignments or passing tests. It's been about learning subjects closely related to our daily lives. I learned a lot about health, U.S. government, history, science, as well as APR when you open a bank account, which will help me to deal with real-life situations. I was so fortunate to have a number of wonderful people around me to help me get through the program. First of all, I would like to thank my coach Carolyn, Lisa, Emma Freeman, and all the other staff at Howard County Library. They encouraged me throughout the program and provided me with helpful advice. I also thank my parents and my brother for their support and time. My mom gave me rides for every trip to the library, and also treating me with yummy lunch. My dad helped me sitting next to me many evenings as we covered the materials in each section. Lastly, I thank God to guide and keep me so that I can make one more step to show His glory in my life. Now with this diploma, I hope I can have more opportunities to serve the community and this country. So once again, congratulations. This is our achievement. And we've all earned it. Enjoy this moment. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. I would like to invite up Johnny Trejo Garcia and his coach, Emma Ostendorf.
Last but not least, okay? All right. I'm Emma Ostendorf, and you can see Johnny is the man of few words, but there's a quiet persistence about him, and I'm sure you'll find out. He entered the program in July of last year, and we started working together in September. And a few sessions into our work, and I found out he wanted to finish his program in December. And I was like, okay, then you have to do more. And he did. He started coming to the library 2 to 3 times a week. He showed up every time. He worked hard when he was with me. And he also did extensive work by himself, made great progress in the program. So, and true to his word, he finished in December, 5 months after he started the program. So it's really, I'm really proud that he's able to attain his high school diploma, and his courage, his determination is inspiration to all of us. And it's with great pleasure and honor I present to you Mr. Johnny Trejo Garcia. That's what I was afraid I would say his name wrong.
Good evening, everyone. Honestly, I didn't thought it was going to be a speech today. I was hoping be here, then just go home, celebrate, go to sleep, take a nap, and call it at night, But oh well, jokes on me. But didn't thought I was going to be here today. Honestly, been since 2013. I dropped out of Parkdale High, and a lot of stuff happened, but this last summer should be the best time to do it. But I joined the program. It was hard, being out of school 10 years ago. I thought, damn, it's gonna be really hard, especially math. I hate math. Damn, I suck at it. I'm like, damn, who made this stuff? But I got through it. But if there's anyone I say to, if anyone join the program, I just say put your mind to it and don't let fear or doubt get the better of you, and just keep going, But it's kind of debatable whether I should come here, honestly, because I'm not that type of personal guy who will reveal these type of things. Because honestly, I did it for myself, for my family, and stuff like that. But I honestly mostly did it for my mom. But unfortunately, she passed away last year, and I couldn't do it in time. So I guess life can't get what you want at times. But I know that I thought about it damn, should I really come here? She's not here and stuff like that. I was but I thought, I asked myself, what would she would have wanted if she probably wanted me to come here? Maybe honor her, maybe. to keep moving forward. And if there's anything I say to every single one of you, is like live your life to the fullest. Especially cherish those moments, especially with your loved one, because you never know what's going to happen next. And life is too short. Time goes by quickly. And I would say every single day, every hour, minute, make every second count. So, firstly, I just want to thank the staff of the library, Ben, Annie, Lisa, who supported and encouraged me throughout this whole process, Emma, who tutored me throughout this whole program. Wouldn't have done it without her help. My family. I want to thank every single one of you being here tonight. And if there's anything I'll say to my mom, if she's watching or hears spiritually, that I did it. I finally did it. And, that with all my heart I love her, and I hope I made her proud of me today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, graduates of 2025.
Sure. We're going to invite up one last citizen who just arrived. We'd like to honor her.
Sorry. This is Benny Amar, and she was in the library somewhere trying to find us during the citizenship part. She stayed through the whole ceremony. So she's my newest student and the newest United States citizen in the program. So that's it.
Carmelita's going to end us with some words.
One thing I would like to say, and I know my sister came here, today is the day in 2018 when my mom buried, right on today day when I'm graduate, and I know she will be proud.
Thank you again to our amazing graduates for their inspiring words, and to our coaches for your ongoing support and dedication to your students. We'd like to take a moment to thank Tonya Akins. Project Literacy and NEDP are possible thanks to her tireless support of our program.
And please also join us in thanking Echo Salisbury and the Maryland Department of Labor. Echo, we appreciate your support and being here this evening. We can't leave tonight without thanking the amazing team who works in the Project Literacy Office, Annie Aragon, Ben Hamilton, and of course, Emma Ostendorp. We could not do this without your guidance, support, and true dedication to the program. So big round of applause.
Okay, now we'd like to invite our leadership here today to come forward and help us to hand out the certificates to our graduates. We will call each graduate one at a time to receive your certificate. Please remain standing in front of the blue curtain once you're called, and we'll have a group photo at the end. All right. Marco Benitez Mateo. Jose Martin Contreras. Anderson Diaz. Lakeisha Hancock. Carmelita Jacobs. Keisha Kelly. Yeonhee Kim. Varsha Makwana. Arturo Martinez. Norma Molina. Michael Pettingill. Rania Shaban. Mike Shin. And Johnny Trejo Garcia. Please recognize our 2025 graduates one more time. Okay, graduates, please move your tassel from the left side of your cap to the right to signify that you are now a high school diploma graduate. 1, 2, 3.